Hey everyone, it's me Jenny and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to crochet this triangle shawl, and I call this shawl Picot shell shawl. The reason for the name is because of the shell stitch at every other row and also the picot point right here, and also you have the picot stitch point at every other row at the center. Okay, so the measurement for this shawl is from one end till the other end it is 55 inches, and from the top all the way down it's 24 inches. Okay, so this is only 2 rows repeat. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. Okay, so this is only 2 rows repeat, and the first row is just the foundation half circle, and after we're going to do the treble crochet V-stitch and the double crochet V-stitch. I'm going to show you step by step on how to do that, and I'm not going to crochet the whole entire shawl. I'm just going to show you a few rows repeat and how to crochet the edge. Okay, so the yarn that I use for this the yarn that I use for this shawl is this ice yarn. I got this from iceyarn.com. This is the Cakes DK. It's a lightweight yarn number 3, 150 grams, and it has 540 meters, and it is 100% acrylic. But you won't find this at their website anymore because they discontinued this yarn. And for this, I used the whole entire cake for this shawl, and a little bit for the last row 33, I use this mandala yarn just to finish up the edge. So I use total the whole 150 gram of this and a little bit from this mandala yarn. Okay, this mandala yarn by Lion brand, they are made in Turkey, if you can see right there. So as you can see, it is the same color as the mandala yarn, ice yarn and mandala yarn. I think they're from the same manufacturer company. They just rebranded to the Lion brand. I'm not very sure, but it is the same color. So as I mentioned, I use the last row. I use a little bit of mandala yarn to finish up the very last row of the shawl. Okay, so you can use more yarn if you want to make it bigger. As I say, this is 55 inches by 24 inches. Okay, and for the crochet hook, I'm going to be using 5mm. Okay, so if you use thicker yarn, you will come out with bigger shawl, and if you use thinner than lightweight yarn number 3, you'll have smaller shawl. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. Okay, we're going to start by making a slip knot, and now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so once you chain 5, now we're going to join the circle, join the chain to make a circle. So we're going to slip stitch into this first chain. Okay, slip stitch. Now you have a ring right here. Now we're going to start row 1. So for row 1, we're going to start with chain 2, 1, 2, and this chain 2 does not count as the stitch count. So now we're going to make 10 double crochet into this circle. Okay, so as I say earlier, this chain 2 does not count as the stitch count. So now we're going to make 10 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, done with row 1. We made a half circle. Okay, now let's start row 2. We're going to start with chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to turn the work. Next, we're going to make 1 treble crochet in the very first stitch right here. Okay, so we chain 4. The first three chain count as treble crochet, and the fourth chain is chain 1. So now we're going to make 1 treble crochet in the first stitch right here. Okay, so to make treble crochet, we're going to wrap twice on the hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch. Now you have 4 loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So now we made treble crochet V stitch. Okay, so now we're going to chain 1. We're going to skip 2 stitch, 1, 2, and the next stitch we're going to make double crochet V stitch. Okay, so after you chain 1, we're going to skip 2 stitch. So at the next stitch we make 1 double crochet, chain 1, and at the very same stitch we're going to make double crochet. Okay, so this is the treble crochet V stitch, double crochet V stitch. Next we're going to chain 1, going to skip 2, 1, 2, skip 2 stitch, 1, 2, and the next stitch we're going to do the same right here, double crochet V stitch. 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet. Next we're going to chain 1. So next we're going to make treble crochet V stitch. Okay, so after you chain 1, we're going to skip 2 stitch, 1, 2, and at the very last stitch we're going to do the treble crochet V stitch. So wrap twice on the crochet hook, and at the very last stitch we're going to do 1 treble crochet, chain 1, and 1 treble crochet, all into the same stitch. Okay, so done with row 2. Right here there's treble crochet V stitch, chain 1, double crochet V stitch, chain 1, double crochet V stitch, chain 1, and this is the treble crochet V stitch. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Now we're going to start row 3. We're going to start with chain 1, and this chain 1 does not count as the stitch count. So in this V stitch right here, this chain 1 space, we're going to make 9 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so once you made 9 double crochet, next you're going to do single crochet into this double crochet V stitch, this chain 1 space right here. Okay, so 1 single crochet. Next we're going to make the center of the shawl. I'm going to show right here. Okay, we're going to do, sorry, this is the back. Going to do the center, this part right here, okay, where there's the point, the picot stitch, picot point. Okay, so once you made the single crochet in this V stitch, so in this chain 1 space we're going to do same like this, but we're going to do the picot point. Okay, so we're going to do 4 double crochet in this chain 1 space right here. It's in between these double crochet V-stitch right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so once you make 4 double crochet, next we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going to slip stitch. Okay, slip stitch this V-stitch right here and the double crochet bar. Okay, so you'll have 2 and just slip stitch. Okay, so we have the picot point right here. So we made 4 double crochet. Now we're going to make the rest of the double crochet. We're going to make total of 9 double crochet right here. So we made 4. Now we're going to make 5 more. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so as you can see, this point, it's at the center. So if you make 5 double crochet and do the picot point, the picot stitch, this point is going to end up at right here and it's not going to be at the center. So that's why the instruction, you're going to make 4 double crochet, do chain 4, slip stitch, and 5 double crochet. Okay, so now we're going to single crochet in this V-stitch right here, the chain 1 space. So next we're going to make make 9. Sorry, just need to untangle. Okay, so once you made the single crochet, next in this treble crochet V-stitch, this chain 1 right here, we're going to make 9 double crochet. Okay, so same as this one right here. We're going to make 9 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So done with row 3. This is how it looks like. Now let's start row 4. Row 4, we're going to start same like row 2, where we're going to do the treble crochet V-stitch and the double crochet V-stitch, but the placement is a little bit different because of we made this group of double crochet. Okay, so now we're going to start with chain 4, which is 1 treble crochet and chain 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the work, and we're going to make 1 treble crochet in the very first stitch. So yarn over twice, hook in the first stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So next we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to skip 3 stitch, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to make the double crochet V-stitch at the next stitch. Okay, so after you made the treble crochet V-stitch, chain 1. Now we're going to skip 3 stitch, 1, 2, 3, and at the next stitch we're going to do double crochet V-stitch. Okay, 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet. Next we're going to chain 1. Next we're going to do treble crochet V-stitch, and we're going to do it in this single crochet from the previous row. Okay, right here we're going to do treble crochet V-stitch. 1 treble crochet, chain 1, and another treble crochet. So now we reach the center of the shawl. For the center of the shawl, we're going to make, we're going to make 2 double crochet V-stitch. We're going to make 1 right here and 1 right here. Okay, so after you made the treble crochet V-stitch, we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to skip 2 stitch, 1, 2, and we're going to do double crochet V-stitch next stitch. 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet. Okay, so next we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to make another double crochet V-stitch on this center. Now the next double crochet V-stitch we're going to do after this point right here, so at this stitch. Okay, right here, 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet. Next we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to make the treble crochet V-stitch in this single crochet from the previous row. Chain 1 and 1 treble crochet. Okay, after you made the treble crochet V-stitch, next we're going to chain 1. We're going to skip 4 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and right here at the very top we're going to make double crochet V-stitch. Okay, so after make the treble crochet V-stitch, we're going to chain 1, skip 4 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and next stitch we're going to make double crochet V-stitch. Okay, so once you made double crochet V-stitch, chain 1, and at the very last stitch we're going to make, right here we're going to make the treble crochet V-stitch. Okay, so 1 treble, chain 1, and 1 treble. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Row 4, this is how it looks like. This is the front. It's probably a bit complicated on the placement where to put the treble crochet and double crochet V-stitch. So I'm just going to go through. So every new row of the treble crochet double crochet row, we're going to start with chain 4 and 1 treble crochet at the very first stitch and chain 1. So we're going to skip 3 stitch, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet V-stitch, chain 1, and we're going to make the treble crochet V-stitch in the single crochet from the previous row. Okay, so in between this double crochet and this treble crochet V-stitch you should have 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the center of the shawl. So at the center of the shawl you should have 2 double crochet V-stitch. Okay, so the placement for the double crochet V-stitch, the first right here, after you made the treble crochet V-stitch, you're going to chain 1, skip 2, 1, 2, and double crochet V-stitch, and then going to chain 3 right here, and the next double crochet V-stitch we're going to place it just right here. Okay, just 2 stitch before the single crochet. Okay, same as right here, 2 stitch and 2 stitch. Okay, so all the treble crochet V-stitch, it's going to be in the single crochet from the previous row and at both ends of the shawl. Okay, so now let's start row 5. Okay, so row 5, we're going to start with chain 1 and turn the work. And this chain 1, as I mentioned earlier, right here does not count as any stitch count. So at this first V-stitch, treble crochet V-stitch, we're going to make 9 double crochet. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so once you make 9 double crochet in this treble crochet chain 1 space, now we're going to make single crochet in the double crochet V-stitch, the chain 1 space. So next, in this chain 1 space, the treble crochet chain 1 space, we're going to make 9 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so once you made 9 double crochet, we're going to single crochet in this double crochet V-stitch. Okay, now after you made single crochet right here, as you can see, we reach the center of the shawl. Okay, so this is the center. You know you're at the center if you're at this point, the picot point. Now we're going to make 4 double crochet in this chain 3 space. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now slip stitch. Now we're going to do the rest of the double crochet. We're going to make total of 9 double crochets. So we already made 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so next we're going to do single crochet in this double crochet V-stitch, the chain 1 space. Now we're going to do 9 double crochet at the treble crochet V-stitch into this chain 1 space. 9 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we're going to do single crochet in this chain 1 space, the double crochet V-stitch. Now lastly, this is the treble crochet V-stitch. We're going to make 9 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so done with row 1, 2, 3, 4, row 5. Okay, this is how it looks like. So I'm just going to recap this row. So we start with chain 1, and the chain 1 does not count as the stitch count. So in this treble crochet V-stitch, the chain 1 space, we made 9 double crochet. We single crochet in the double crochet V-stitch, and we made 9 double crochet in the treble crochet V-stitch, single crochet in this double crochet V-stitch, and we made the center right here. We made all this 9 double crochet in the chain 3 space. Okay, so to make this picot point, we made 4 double crochet, chain 4 and slip stitch, and made the rest of the 5 double crochet, single crochet, 9 double crochet, single crochet, and lastly 9 double crochet. Okay, so this is just a repeat of 2 rows, the V-stitch row and the shell row. Okay, now I'm going to show you 2 more rounds. This is just repeat. Now for row 6, we're going to start we chain 4. As I mentioned, chain 4, the first 3 chain, 1, 2, 3 is the treble crochet, and chain 1 is the chain 1 space. Turn the work, and we're going to make treble crochet at the very first stitch. Now we're going to chain 1. So after every V stitch, we're going to make chain 1. Now we're going to skip 3 stitch, 1, 2, 3, and V stitch, double crochet V stitch at the next stitch. Chain 1 and 1 double crochet. Now chain 1. So after you chain 1, we're going to make treble crochet V stitch in this single crochet from the previous row. Okay, so 1 treble crochet, chain 1, and 1 treble crochet. So next we're going to chain 1. Now okay, so we're going to do another double crochet V stitch right here. We're going to skip 4 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and at the fifth stitch we're going to do the V stitch double crochet. Chain 1, treble crochet in single crochet from the previous row, chain 1 and 1 treble crochet. Okay, so now we reach the center point right here. Chain 1. Now we're going to skip 2 stitch, 1, 2, and at the next stitch we make double crochet V stitch, chain 1 and 1 double crochet. So next we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So next we're going to make double crochet V stitch, just the stitch after the slip stitch, the picot point. Okay, so this is the double crochet V stitch. So as I mentioned, at the center point right here you make 2 double crochet V stitch right here, chain 3 and 1 double crochet double crochet V stitch. So next chain 1, and next we're going to make treble crochet V stitch at the single crochet right here. Chain 1 and 1 treble crochet. So next chain 1. Now we're at this shell right here. We're going to skip 4 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and at the next stitch we're going to make the double crochet V stitch. Now chain 1. We're going to make treble crochet V stitch in this single crochet. Chain 1 and 1 treble crochet. Next we're going to chain 1 and we're going to skip 4 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and right here we're going to make the double crochet V stitch. Now we're going to do the last V stitch, which is the treble crochet V stitch. So we chain 1 and at the very last stitch right here we're going to make treble crochet V stitch. Okay, so in between this double crochet V stitch and treble crochet V stitch you should have 3 stitch, 1, 2, 3. Same goes as the first right here, 1, 2, 3, 3 stitch. Okay, so only this 2 end right here you have 3, you skip 3 stitch before this next V stitch, but the rest of it you skip 4 stitch. Okay, so after this V stitch we skip 4 stitch, 1 2 3 4, and V stitch, and over here also you should have 4 stitch, 1 2 3 4, and do the treble crochet V stitch. Okay, so just these two ends, the treble crochet, you skip 3 stitch, 1 2 3, and 1 2 3. Okay, so done with row 6. This is how it looks like. Now row 7, we're going to do the shell row right here. We're going to start with chain 1, turn the work, and this chain 1 does not count as the stitch count. So in this treble crochet V stitch we're going to make 9 double crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and we're going to single crochet in the double crochet V stitch. So this part is easy. You're going to make 9 double crochet in every treble crochet V stitch and single crochet in the double crochet V stitch. Okay, so single crochet. Next we're going to make 9 double crochet in the treble crochet V stitch. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. Next single crochet. Next 9 double crochet in the treble crochet V stitch. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Next we're going to single crochet in this double crochet V stitch. So as you can see, we are at the center. Now we're going to do the picot point right here. So we're going to make 4 double crochet first. We're going to do all in this chain 3 space. Okay, 4 double crochet. 1 2 3 4. So next we're going to chain 4, 1 2 3 4, and we're going to slip stitch. So next we're going to make 5 double crochet. 1 2 3 4 and 5. So we made 9 double crochet right here. So we made 4 double crochet, chain 4 to make this picot point, and made 5 double crochet, so total 9 double crochet right here. Okay, so go ahead and finish up row 1 2 3 4 5, row 7. So single crochet in every double crochet V stitch and make 9 double crochet in every treble crochet V stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the very last row right here. Okay, so once you're done with row 7, this is how it looks like. Stretch it out. Okay, so next I'm going to show you once again how where to place the treble crochet V stitch and the double crochet V stitch, and the shell row. This shell row is pretty easy. You make 9 double crochet in the treble crochet V stitch and single crochet in the double crochet V stitch. Okay, so once you reach the center right here, as I say, you're going to make this picot point. So 4 double crochet, chain 4, slip stitch to get this point, and make 9 double crochet, single crochet, the 9 double crochet in the treble crochet V stitch, single crochet in the double crochet V stitch. Okay, so now for row 8, it's going to be the treble crochet V-stitch and double crochet V-stitch row. So I'm going to show you once again. We're going to start with chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn the work, and we're going to make treble crochet in the very first stitch. Okay, so we made treble crochet V-stitch. So every V-stitch after every V-stitch we're going to chain 1. So as I mentioned earlier, right here we're going to skip 3 stitch, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to make double crochet V-stitch at the next stitch. Okay, so after you made the double crochet V-stitch, next chain 1. So next we're going to make the treble crochet V-stitch in this single crochet right here. 1 treble crochet, chain 1, and 1 treble crochet. So next chain 1. Now we're going to make double crochet V-stitch, and we're going to skip 4 stitch from this single crochet right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the next stitch we're going to make double crochet V-stitch. Now chain 1, we're going to make treble crochet V-stitch in the single crochet from the previous row. Chain 1, we're going to skip 4 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet V-stitch. So 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet. So next chain 1, we're going to make treble crochet V-stitch in this single crochet, chain 1, and 1 treble crochet. So we are approaching the center of the shawl. So after you made the treble crochet V-stitch, chain 1. Now we're going to skip 2 stitch. Okay, 1, 2, and we do double crochet V-stitch. Chain 1, and at the same stitch, 1 double crochet. Next we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So next we're going to make another double crochet V-stitch just next to this point right here. Okay, just right here. 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet. So next chain 1, and we're going to make treble crochet V-stitch. Okay, so at this center right here, this point, as I mentioned, you should have 2 double crochet V-stitch, 1, 2, and in between here you should have 2 stitch, 1, 2, and right here 1, 2. Okay, so let's continue. Chain 1, next skip 4 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to make double crochet V-stitch at the next stitch. Chain 1, next we're going to make treble crochet V-stitch in the single crochet from previous row. Let's chain 1, we're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to make double crochet V-stitch at the next stitch after you skip 4 stitch. 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet. So next we're going to chain 1. We're going to make the treble crochet V-stitch at the single crochet. Chain 1. Next we're going to skip 4 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the next stitch we're going to make double crochet V-stitch. Okay, so chain 1. Next, lastly, we're going to make treble crochet V-stitch at the very last stitch. Okay, so this is how it looks like. You should have 3 space in between the treble crochet V-stitch and double crochet V-stitch. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, only at this 2 point, this end, and this end, you'll have 3 skip stitch and 3 skip stitch. The rest is 4, 4, 4, 4. But once you reach at the center right here, after the treble crochet V-stitch, you're going to skip 2 stitch, 1, 2. You make double crochet V-stitch right here, chain 3, and double crochet V-stitch. Okay, at the center you'll have 2 double crochet V-stitch. Okay, so in between the double crochet V-stitch and this treble crochet V-stitch, you should have 2 double crochet stitch, 2 stitch right here. Okay, so just go ahead and repeat these 2 rows, the V-stitch row and the shell row, until you reach row 32. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, I made total of 33 rows. So go ahead and finish up until you reach whichever row that you want. If you want to make this bigger, you can do extra 5, 6 rows, but for this shawl until row 33. So stop at row 32, which is the V-stitch row, and next I'm going to show you how to finish up the last row, row 33. It's the same as this one, the picot point, the same as this center point right here. Okay, so once you crochet until row 32 or any row that you want, if you want it to be bigger. So as you can see right here, this is just sample. I showed you these few rows earlier. Now I'm going to show you how to finish up the very last row, row 33. So we're going to do the same, exactly same as the every shell row, but every shell for the last row we're going to do the picot stitch. Okay, the picot point. So we're going to start with chain 1, same as every shell row. Now we're going to do 4 double crochet first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch. Now we're going to make the rest of the 9 double crochet. So we already made 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now single crochet in the double crochet V-stitch. Now we're going to do the next picot point. So in this treble crochet V-stitch, we're going to make the 9 double crochet and the picot point. So we're going to start with 4 double crochet. So 1, this is 2, 3, 4. We're going to make 4 chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch, and make the rest of the 9 double crochet. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is how it looks like. You're going to repeat the same, make the 9 double crochet and the picot point right here, single crochet in the double crochet V-stitch, make the 9 double crochet with the picot point. Okay, so the same as right here, and at this point same as right here. Okay, so I'll meet you once you reach at your very last shell with the picot point. Okay, so I'll see you once you're done. Okay, so once you at your very last this picot point shell right here, we're going to make it a little bit different at this very last treble crochet space. Okay, so we're going to do the regular 4 double crochet first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch. So now we're going to make another 4 double crochet. So we made 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 4 and slip stitch. Now we're going to make another 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So next we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and slip stitch in the same space. Okay, that the reason for it, so that it will not have the pointy at the edge. As you can see, it's a bit round right here, and if we made the normal double crochet, to finish up this row, and you chain 1 and cut the yarn, it will look unfinished right here. Okay, so once you made the 8 double crochet, okay, so what I meant by 8 double crochet, so we made 4 double crochet, chain 4, slip stitch, and another 4 double crochet right here. So to make it look finished, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and slip stitch at the very same space. Okay, so it look round, same as this one right here. Okay, so chain 1 to secure stitches and cut the yarn. It's cut enough for you to weave in ends. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, same, it has the same finish and start. Okay, so there you have it. This is how I crochet this shawl. Very easy shawl. Of course, I showed you total of 9 rows only, row 1 until row 9. But the actual size, you're going to make it until row 33. Okay, as you can make it as big as you want. It really depends on you. Okay, so I do hope you find this tutorial easy to follow. If you have any question, leave your question at the comment section down below. I will try my very best to reply. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, share this video with your fellow crochet friends, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. That way you won't miss any of my future upload, and also click on the bell notification. That way you will receive notification every time when I upload a video. Okay, so also don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care everyone. God bless and